San Francisco 49ers. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway.
A nice little gift there to start the ball game as they will begin things at the 40-yard line. On first down, Lance.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Anthony Brown.
Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Prescott off play action.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. Sheds off the tackle.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Prescott now from the 50.
And this one all not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The give is to Elliott. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, played it cool, took the reserve angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Working from the gun, Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Here's Lance. And he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. That one goes for 8 yards.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Play action now. Prescott on the move to his left. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
A first down carry by Elliott. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the counter, Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Steps away. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup there to make the grab. And the Cowboys will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
49ers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
49ers nothing. Greg Zuerlein taking on down.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Mitchell. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. And Lance now to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Lance looking to throw it. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. First throw now for the backup Allen. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Allen again. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Off the play fake, Prescott sliding out of the pocket. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Second down at 4.
It's a big up of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. On first down, Elliott. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Still 9 remaining on second down. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On third down, Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 70 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. A give to Elliott. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Dak Prescott keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Cowboys continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Zuerlein now for the PAT. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Cowboys 21, 49ers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance. Got a man. That's Colin Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Now Lance. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And that's to the tight end, Davidson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 40 now on 2nd down, Lance. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Lance. Here's Johnson with a reception. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. And they'll go for it. Lance. Airing it out deep for Smith. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Jason Verrett brought him down. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room, an onside kick attempt. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Second half starts with a carry by. He's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Forced out to his left. toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And a short gain here down to the 22. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go to Elliott again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 105 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Sermon now on 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd down, another shot for Sermon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Lance, a give now to Sermon. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On the handoff, Sermon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And they'll get this down to the 10. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Here's Sermon. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Sermon. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past